Welcome to Unbiased Unboxing. Today we're going to be taking a look at Hares testing ground. What you will find in the box, first of all, is the board. This board is massive. It comes out as a triple fold accordion board. Here you will have the places where the characters start, continuing along their path until they ultimately reach the factory zone up here. Your player pieces can be dictated in a number of ways. You can either have these cardboard standees that represent your characters that also come with clip-on bases. Or you can get these plastic minis that look like rabbit statues, which are pretty awesome. The characters themselves have a multitude of abilities, different powers, and different specialties that they can use. On the back there is a little bit of a bigger art shot with the character's name and a catchphrase. But most importantly of all, your character will have items and specialties that they can choose from. These come into play as you play the game. You can land on spaces that can potentially get you items, like this bag symbol here, or specialties, like this crosshairs here. There are other spaces along the board that correspond with certain types of cards. The hazard symbol is for these testing ground cards, which are very often challenges that players have to pass. There is also the tree symbol here. If a player lands on that, they trigger an event card. An event card is like a much more difficult testing ground card that affects all players. And there's even these stronghold card spaces here that look like a stone. Those will very often get your players one of these stronghold cards that will give them useful items or actions that they can take on their turn. The items and specialties are even marked by these little tokens. The bag for items, the crosshairs for specialties. Some characters, like Kiryu here, even have special cards that they need for their abilities, which allow them to have new actions that they can take that other players can't. The game even has a number of DVD-style endings in which you can roll a die and potentially see what ending you may get. And if you're one of the lucky few, you could have even gotten a version that comes with Kickstarter mini characters and special Kickstarter characters, which offers the game a lot of replay value. But I know you're asking, well, how do I play it? On your turn, you will grab the green movement die and give it a roll. Roll that many spaces, unless you roll the question mark there, which allows your character to roll the research die, or the blue one here. The research die could potentially get them an item, a specialty, could change the event card, or even allow your character to go on an adventure. These are going to be rarer occurrences. Adventures will depend upon what area of the board you're in. So, if you're in Oaks Eaton, up at the top of the board here, you would go on the Oaks Eaton adventure, which describes how to do it in order to get potentially helpful items. However, sometimes it's not always helpful. Take, for example, if you're in Pippet here. The Pippet adventure has you go on a whole different story. And most feared of all, if you land on a water space, then you have to go on the water adventure, which very often winds up very bad for players. The game also comes with a storybook that gives you a little bit of backstory on the characters in the game. You play through in a chutes and ladders style of play, where you move forward and potentially have something that could send you back. Now I know you're asking, well, how do I pass challenges? For that, you roll the red challenge die here, and hope you get a number high enough to complete. Players continue on along the path until they get to the factory, at which point they can attempt to pass the factory or have to take on one of the DVD endings. And there you have it. That is Crosshair's Testing Ground. This game is available. It is out now. Retails at $49.95 from 1A Games. And it was designed by Jesse LeBay. For more information on where you can purchase this game, check the link in the description. And until next time, this is Unbiased Unboxing. Thanks for watching.